Just keep your head to the sky. Just keep your
What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.
Let's get it. We are up live on GNJ.media. I had to cut it off and come back on. Some of y'all might be on the wrong stream. So go and make sure you're on the right stream, because I cut it off during the music and brought it back to the commercials. All right, peace. All right, let's get it. We are.
Women, but the most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now in the civilization of the Greek. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey. The woman who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero.
One of the most frequent questions that I get is, where are the children, and why you call yourselves the children of the sun?
genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I'm a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times, I must demonstrate excellence because I am a
Oh man, it's time for the show. We late.
Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. Sitting up here, Kid Magic. This is Kid Magic Rock.
Drink, come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, breathe, then drink.
Take a breath. Take your breath.
Now, grab your glass for some water.
Grab your glass.
Lift your pitcher of that water.
Or a bottle.
Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink.
Drink
Or
your
should
water.
I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your
Or should
water.
I say, move, then drink.
Move your body. Move your body.
Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your
Let's
ancestors.
toast.
Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your
Or should
water.
I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Lift and pour yourself some water.
Pour.
Move your body, drink some water.
Move it.
Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars.
Gye-Nyame.
Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces.
Eat a culturally appropriate diet.
Behave. Take your breath.
Come on.
Lift and pour.
You can do it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink up.
Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that healthy air.
Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath. Take your breath.
Lift and pour.
Lift it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink.
Come on. Come on.
Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour.
Come on. Pour it.
Move your body.
Come on. Stay healthy, family. Come on.
Toast ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. What? Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water.
Family, I don't know what's going on. My show is the kilobytes or kilobits or whatever the hell are at 471. Now, I suppose to have the highest service that this cable company can offer, but it's getting very, very frustrating. But now I'm seeing that it's only saying it's only dropping 1.3% of the show, but we know just by looking on the TV behind me that is false. For those on Spreaker, I got a big TV behind me with the show up. I can see the spinning wheel of death on the damn show. So somehow along the lines, we are under some type of... Brother Kwame saying the sound is gone. Hell, I mean, I'm, according to Restream.io, I'm offline. So, I don't know what's going on. I'm about to do a speed test real quick. But of course, the speed test, every time I do the speed test, it tells me, hey, you're good. You're good. But it's on some bullshit. Let's run the speed test. Oh, so the download is incredible. I could watch something. I could watch something without a problem. Streaming out. Oh, they saying it's about 35 megabits per second. How is that even possible? It says my internet is very fast. How is that possible? When y'all can't even see me, y'all can't even hear me. So maybe it's something wrong with my computer. Maybe I need to go on and make this shift today. Because right now, it says 0 is going out. 0. Restream.io don't even have me up. They say I'm offline. They say I'm not even streaming. And I'm sitting up here like, how is this shit even possible? So we're going to give it a second to catch up with us or whatever. I don't know what the hell going on. I don't know. Maybe I got too many computers on. I don't know. But I can't be using that much because a lot of this shit is downloading shit. So it shouldn't be interfering with what's going out to the cloud. Right? So this is why people do pre-recorded shows. This is why shows a lot of times are pre-recorded. And I don't want to strip us of the interaction of the show. But according to my computer right now, it's not sending out anything. Anything. So let's go on to the toast screen. I'm gonna have to get a technician out here, see what's going on. Maybe my settings are wrong, or I don't know. Maybe the settings are wrong. I don't know. Oh, so now it's up. Now, okay. Now it's back up. This is ridiculous. Family, I apologize. And like I said, I gotta get this shit together before Kwanzaa. Cause this is really, 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 really working my nerves. I don't know whether it's the scenes. You know, am I using too much? I don't know. But whatever it is, we have to go on and figure it out. Because Kwanzaa season is right around the corner. And we want to make sure that we're able to do what we're supposed to do. Let me see. Oh, look at that shit. That I can't even. Okay, all right. So no sound at all. They're gonna make me go straight back to just a regular podcast. This is some bullshit. All right, anyway. Great morning to you, family. Great emoji to everybody. I want to give those individuals, I want to give those babies that were born on Umoja a round of applause. Oh, Lord have mercy. I got a lot of video to be cutting today. And like I said, people, you know, I don't blame them for falling off. So now everything it should be streaming correctly because we at 5,000 right now. Anyway, whatever, you know, the audience is gone. So we gonna go and do our toast. We're gonna go on and move throughout the day because I got to do some cutting. I haven't done any cutting on the videos that I'm supposed to work on, and that's what I'm gonna work on. I was thinking about shifting my computer today, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. I don't think I'm gonna do that right now because, like I said, because if it can't handle this little computer that I got, this big computer I got is going to blow this motherfucker, blow it wide open. It's gonna be bad because I'm gonna be able to do everything 1080p on this big computer, but according to my computer or according to the stream, we ain't gonna be able to get nothing. So I got to figure out. I gotta get an in between. So I might have to go back and I have to adjust my budget and possibly get Sai to go in and hook up so that we gonna do something. Let me see. Maybe if I come up out of there and try rebooting it and see what happens. All right. Still stuck on the same screen. Am I saying anything? Can they hear me? Wow. Y'all see how far back that is? All right, so let's continue the show. We're going to go on and do our toast. Hopefully, the program will catch up. And because right now it says we pushing out somewhere around 4,000. Restream.io is saying that we are at somewhere around 5,000. Somewhere around 5,000. Let me update that screen. Hopefully that might help. But anyway, family, first up, I want to thank you for taking the time for joining us. I appreciate each and every last one of you. Thank you to those daily toasters that's trying to fight through whatever's going on. Trying to fight through and trying to keep up with whatever is going on, what's ever holding us back. I appreciate you 100%. Those die hard daily toasters. It's like, we going to get it together. You know what I'm saying? We're going to lift up these ancestors as we do and hopefully be able to have a little bit of conversation because I will be opening up the lines. Lines. Let me see. Did sound come back yet? All right. So let me see what we're going to use today. We're going to go to the original and get some ambrosia, the original, unfiltered. I like mine's unfiltered. So we got us a little bit. Speaking of that, I got some ambrosia waiting for some of y'all. Those people that want it. All right. So family, here we go. We lifting up our glass and we saluting our creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. Lift up that glass and we salute and we say the word of power. I say. From there, family, we move to our ancestors. Raise that glass and we say, Ashe. Y'all ready? got Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert and Texana Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie Tilly, Georgia William Walter, Christopher Pendergaston, Eileen, Uncle Chris, I'm Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis, Katie Ellis, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallard, Montague Pittman, L. No More X, Pet My Ram, Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Coach Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Afro Pro Ector, Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulley, and the Luxor brother, Miss Edith Brooke Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Miss Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janet Foster, Charles Jordan, Carol Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Ritterman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Louis Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Meldale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Weller, Vita Farmer, Agosto Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza, Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keechler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bolden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Woody Thornton, Napoleon Kenty, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, Deborah Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Haley Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amatab Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas Alula Berry, Lacey Eleanor Howe, Frankie Russell and Davis, is it Charles Bell? Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Del Rita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Haley Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amatet Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Pina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Delie Mayonnaise, Gina Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. We did the whole page, but I had to go back a little bit. So here we go. We got William Walter West, Nigel Perez, Elder Basiji Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Denise Waters, DeFriedis Hines, Ernest Bostic, Anna Bostic, Winifred Scannelberry, Wilson Haley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Cannon, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Leland Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stacey Trash, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkerson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Roberts, Shabaka Teray, Greg G. 2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Ewan and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn Bob Hatch, Kim O'Brien, Bradley Kim, Janie Harry, Tom McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Eno, Baby Hatch, Had Senior, Mally Miller, Housie Hassad, Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Axe Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Doretha Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ada Casey, Thomas Cooper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mae Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Town, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, Mae Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Smiley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls in West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Remy Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brownlee Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, Javon McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Louis Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Albert, Masvin Corporate, George Swan, and Monia Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, and Shelby McClendon. We also, pulling from our black book, we have Joella Giles, James Carswell. We have Liberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis. We got Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Shell Jr., Damian Todd, Christina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundrum, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McCarroll, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Severn Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sally Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lump, Elizabeth Johnson, Mr. Thornton, Johanna, Cassandra Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry S. II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Alauti Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Foster, James and Lizzie Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Cooper, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Tooth to Don, Sarah Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Minter, Mary Smith, Juanette, Florine Stith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Janet Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown. We got Teresa Biddle, LaVonna Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones, Granny Beulah, Papa Al Reeson, Inez Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Garrett, LaShonda Jamar, Leroy Riley, Mona, Yolanda Hunter, Yvonne Patrice Turner, Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Lena Kate, Herman Reeves, Pam Johnson, Vera and Reese Fisher, Jerry Johnson McCallum, also known as Mama Moon, Sheila Ann Lee. We have Panchita Alba, Donald Brooks, Barbara Moses, Ida Spate, Eric Branson, Eric Winston, Nation Builder Darren Bridges, Francisco Matisse, also known as Sonny. Family, we lift up our glass. We salute each and every last one of our ancestors with a mighty, mighty, mighty ashe. From there, family, we move to the present moment. Right now, we are on Umoja. Man, oh man, we made it. We made it through another week. Family, we are at the beginning of another week. For those that don't speak the language, don't understand what I'm talking about, when I say we are on Umoja today, you need to go on and check out our free e-course at G&J. No, my fault. Free G&J e-course. Once again, it's free G&J e-course. Once again, free G&J e-course. Let me go and post it up, just in case somebody out there that want to go on and check it out. Check out the e-course. Find out what we're talking about. We are in the moment. Right now, this is our moment of power. This is our moment, family. So we need to be able to use it to the fullest that we possibly can. Not giving up any of our space, not giving up any of our time. As a matter of fact, we need to be expanding that space and time so that our children have something to stand upon, right? So today is Umoja. For those that don't speak the language, is unity. And what I usually do every day is I try to remember to ask you to activate your reticular formation and seek out Umoja. Seek it out. Get it, and share it, right? Share it on our timeline on Gye-Nyame Journey, right? You can share it on our timeline on Facebook, Gye-Nyame Journey. You can share it on our site, gnj.media, in this moment, right? So, Umoja means unity. The demonic principle today is truth. The color is violet. Mentalism is the hermetic law. The male name for the day is Kwojo. Female name is Ajua, right? We lift up our glass. We salute. And we say to this moment, Ashe. In this moment, Ashe. From there, family, move on to our future generation. We toast our children, our children's children on to infinity. And we lift up our glass. And with that, we say Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Y'all know where we go. We go to all of our relations. We say, Ashe. From all of our relations, family, where do we go? From all relations, we go to that selfish toast. It's for you. What is it that you need right now to move towards your greatness? We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, where do we go? Where we going, Brother Hantil? From there, we lift up our tribe. I'm Gye-Nyame. What's your tribe? Shout out your tribe. We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, family, last but not least, I want to toast the most magnificent, the most beautiful, the most uplifting, the most empowering and inspirational individual out there right now in the room. I want to toast that person right now in the room, ruling the room. Your glow is magnificent, right? We lift up the glass and we say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, and joy. Let's see where we are with our equipment. Let's see what's going on. Urban. All right, cool. All right, y'all almost up here with me, right? Something is going through. We know something is going, but I don't understand why the video is not going through because it says 5 is at 5,000. So I'm trying to figure out why the image is still frozen. My image on my computer is still frozen. Maybe if I refresh it. And the image, well, no, because it ain't this, because the image up there is still going. It says at 5,100 and 100 kilobits. So it should be unfrozen. I don't know. Damn. It's not that hard. Right? I'm using 62% of my CPU at 30 frames per second. We at 720p. 1280 by 720p. So I don't know. Maybe I'm asking this computer to do a little bit too much. What y'all think? You know, we might need to go on and update it. But anyway, so family, let's go and let's do some of the news while I'm still able to do the news. So let me go and get everything set. We're gonna do us a nice little transition. All right. The black line is open. Black lines are open. Let me go on and throw it out there. We discuss some of the stuff y'all want to discuss. I want to show y'all some stuff real quick. First off, you can join us on gnj.media. gnj.media. Y'all see the site up. Matter of fact, it ain't streaming on there. That's crazy. Look at that. It ain't showing no stream right there. It should be a stream right there. But you can pick whichever platform you want to watch it on and go to it. Let's go and look at let's see. Well, let me get these personal messages up out the way. We got people trying to look at that. Oh, they just now. Oh, okay, here we go. Look at that. How is that just now popping up? That's incredible. So the numbers are slowly descending. Y'all see? Last 7 days. Well, my fault. So we usually do the 28 days. Let's go up to the 28 days and see how it changed. Oh, okay. Numbers up. Right? Last 28 days. So, but looking at the last 7 days, we see how stuff is moving. And it's all good. We ain't mad. All right. So I want to welcome y'all to Gye-Nyame Journey. This is our site. This is our home on Facebook. You come check us out. But before we move any further, we need to go to our next page here, 136. All right, we on Proverb 1, well, chapter 1, Proverb 36. Helplessness stems from the ignorance of errors, but the consciousness attracts the power of the law, say the knowledge holders. Helplessness stems from ignorance of errors. I missed that. Helplessness stems from the ignorance of errors, but the conscious attracts the power of the law, said the knowledge holders. All right, that's the proverb for the day. Let's keep it moving. Let me make sure I got y'all on the right screen. Whoa, it won't even show up. That's interesting. Okay, I got y'all on the right screen. All right, so let's go. Black line is open, 614-556-4535. Some of the stuff that I wanted to show y'all. Oh, I forgot to open it up. Let me go open it up. Some craziness. Look at this here. Look at this here. I meant to do this yesterday. Now I got to open it up in front of everybody. But I need to go. I use Push Bullet a lot to help get stuff, you know what I'm saying, from one computer to another, send text messages and stuff like that directly from my computer. So we signed in. So let's see if all my stuff is still on here. Okay. All right, cool. So what I did was I pulled some of the, all right, cool. Thank you, McAfee. All right. So this is a census form from the 1950s. All right. And I want to be very clear with y'all. I want to show y'all something. Hold on. So we're going to bring it in just a little bit. This is 1950s. So I'm a child of somebody that was born in 1949. So on here, you can see all the other stuff, but on here, as far as race, it got white, Negro, American Indian, Japanese, Chinese, Filipino, and other. But of course, we know the two main are white and Negro. Right? If you didn't fit into any of these other groups, right? And a lot of these groups, yeah, there was people here, no doubt. But the two major groups that was here were white and Negro. And they was counting us, right? So one of the things where people, when we start screaming, or you got people screaming, but well, what about everybody? How we going to determine? We know that before 1965, who was here? Who was here? As far as the major arguments that's going on in the United States right now, this is 1960 census. Hold on. Let's go and make it bigger. Y'all see it? Y'all see it? Is this person white, Negro, American Indian, Japanese, Chinese, Filipino, Hawaiian, part Hawaiian, Aleut, Eskimo? So this list didn't change that much, right? But the two major ones were white and Negro, right? Let's go to 1970. Let's go. Let's check it. Let's go and walk down 1970. Let's look at 1970. Because like I said, I don't want to go through all the questions of the census. And family, if you haven't done the census, I would heavily advise that you do the census. So color or race, right? White, Negro, or black. Black was introduced into the lexicon, right? Negro or black, Indian, American, Japanese, Chinese, Filipino. A lot of these still persist and still the same. And then they put a box in here for people from other groups. But the two major groups, all the way up until the 1970 census, were white and black. So there's a very simple way that we can really almost determine, almost easily determine who is supposed to get reparations and connect it, Because people are like, we got to trace it all the way back to the... No, you don't have to trace it all the way back to the plantations. We know at a certain point in time they were not letting others in here. Right? They let Japanese in, Chinese, Filipinos, Hawaiians, Koreans. You don't see no other you don't see any other African groups, or even a lot of Caribbean people on here, right? Because they wasn't allowing them in. So it's easy for us to identify who was here before and who was here after. Right? Like I said, I'm a child of a person born in 1949. In the 1950 census, she was there. And her parents were there. And possibly her grandparents were counted. So just there, I had about 3, possibly 4 generations of people that was already here. So I don't have to go and get all the documentation that some of y'all are thinking that you may need. There's no way that we could determine who is who. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. All right. I just want to show that, but you can find this on the internet yourself. Let's go to Gye-Nyame and see what we got in the news. Lines are open, 614-556-4535. Oh, they caught up with us. Well, or at least over here. Okay. All right, they're catching up a little bit. So let's go down. Let's check out some of the news. Dang. Let me go on and refresh this because this is kind of old. Looking old and dusty. Old and dusty. But all right. There we go. So they say we going live. There we go right there. Toast and Talk Umoja, Daily Toast with side conversation live. 7 engagements, 4 comments, all of them mine. So go ahead and post something up there. If you got a question, you got somebody you want to add to the ancestor, add it to that timeline. We got you. Of course, Spreaker is doing his damn thing. Spreaker holds us down, family. So we want to give Spreaker a round of... Spreaker holds us down. So this is the first one. Toast and Talk Umoja. Yeah. Yesterday we did that real late. I should have did this one late. Maybe I might come back and do another show tonight. So here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Name a book that changed your life. Anybody out there right now? Somebody posted up. Thank you. Whoever posted it. Who posted this up? It says Gye-Nyame Journey, so I won't know who picked it. But name a book that changed your life. I'm able to get you on both Twitch and YouTube now. Was able to pull you on YouTube and had you there for a few moments on Twitch. Right, was able to get you back on Twitch. Okay. Because it's not those platforms. There's something going on with the either upload of the video or even my computer. So, name a book that changed your life. That could be a topic of discussion. So, from here to equality, reparation for Black Americans in the 21st century. I am literally disgusted with all that are against reparation after listening to this book. And I'm not even done. That shit, I've been listening to that shit and I've been getting my feelings hurt. We have a duty as Black folks here in the U.S. to make this country pay for what is done. We need to be aggressive about our story and the payment of what is owed. And one of the things, hold on, let me see if it's on here. All right, cool. So I went to a club called the Blue Note. It's a jazz cafe on Main Street. I think the address is 2882 Main Street. Jay Gators and my favorite saxophone player. Here we go. Pretty good, ain't it? That's Jay Gators right there on the drum. Proud to say you were my homeboy. I like it. I like it. So that was the Jay Gators Quartet. They had a couple people sit in. I had 2 saxophones actually. They had veggie tacos up in there, and then they was good. Oh Lord have mercy, they was good. Anyway, there's another scene up in place. But now, let's talk about this just for a second. I'm getting upset listening to the book, From Here to Equality. I'm starting to understand some of my people's ways, and it is sad, and I'm getting upset. For example, the first non-compete clause in this country was set up for us. And also I know why laziness or so-called laziness was a punishable offense in my family. This shit is not right. So, as a lot of people don't understand that a lot of the productivity trainings, the language that we use with jobs were perfected on plantations. Please understand that, right? So I am saying that the first true non-compete clause that was ever developed was put upon your ancestors. The first non-compete clause was put upon your ancestors. We had a non-compete clause placed on us and enforced by the laws that were set by this government and the things that this government allowed to happen to us, that maintained us in a certain status and in a certain position. Yes, a few slipped through, a very few slipped through. But many of us and many of our ancestors was held back by a non-compete clause, because they you know what I'm saying? Capitalism say that they want competition, but they really don't want competition. The goal is to have monopolies. The goal is to get as cheap a labor as you can get. Pay as little to produce and sell as high as you possibly, as high as the market can afford. Now, so if you eliminate the cost of workers, or if you eliminate competition, that lowers your price. Or better yet, that means that there is no competition for your price. So we couldn't compete in labor. We couldn't compete in other industries, because if we became too much of competition, they would just simply be allowed to eliminate the competition with no repercussions from the government, in which we all pay taxes for. We pay taxes so that government can protect, so that government can take care of some of those basic things like the streets that we drive on. Some of them we weren't allowed to use. The sidewalks, some of them we weren't allowed to use. The downtown spaces, some of them we weren't allowed to be in after a certain time, or even allowed down there. The public water fountains and the public libraries, no access. Now, the issue that really got me was because in my family, there's a real thing about this whole laziness, especially, just like Cleve just like to chill. Cleve don't want to, he exploring himself. He finding himself. He laying down. He reading. But the reason laziness in many of our families, I want y'all to think about this. The reason laziness was a sin punishable within our family was because of the black codes and Jim Crow. What do you mean, Brother Hatim? Because if you look at the black codes, vagrancy, what will be considered vagrancy, you just chilling, was a crime that they could take you. And because now you are involved in the criminal justice system, guess what you were labeled? So we always had to find a way to keep ourselves and keep our young people busy so that we would appear not to be vagrant, so that we would not be able to be entered into the system. It was a form of us protecting ourselves and protecting our young people. And now we done pushed it to a point where for some reason we feel that every moment of your day needs to be productive. When in fact, that is something that was pushed on us by this society in which we live. And in many ways, it's very unhealthy. You're not supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? I would just want to sit down and watch cartoons. No, nigga. You gotta get up and do some work. What? But not understanding where that came from. You got to stay busy. Oh, you can't just be sitting around. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we say you don't work, you don't eat. But for us, it was more like you don't work, you go to jail and become a slave. You don't work, you become a slave. Now, like I said, I'm not going to hold y'all up. I know, it's that day for you. You know what I'm saying? And we don't have no call in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a couple of minutes for people to call in. I am going to step away for a second. The lines are open. I'm going to step away for a second. And I'm going to, let's put on some music. Hopefully this won't mess up everything. I shall return. And if people are on, we can have conversation. If not, I'm going to wish everybody a great, great day.
Just keep your head to the sky. Just keep your head to the sky. Keep your head to the sky.
We're opening up the lines. The lines are open. 614-556-4535. I was trying to give y'all time to catch up, but I see y'all still way back. Man, oh man. All right, family. And what I'm starting to figure out is that either I have to let this damn thing warm up to where it can start doing stuff on a regular basis, right? So it get warmed up, because I think that flag at the very beginning of the show takes up so much bandwidth that it kind of degrades the rest of the. It takes time for it to do that. That slows down everything horribly. So we got I got a few texts coming in. Let's see what's going on. Make sure the world ain't on fire before I get up out of here. And I'm trying to give y'all time to catch up with where we are. Lines are open. Once again, let me type it in. Lines are open. Just going to make sure that y'all got the number. But I know it's one of those lazy days, family. Go on and enjoy your Labor Day. Go on and enjoy your Labor Day. So we are up and we are live. Number is 614-556-4535. Nobody calling in. I'm gonna go and eat my bread. Well, I ain't sipped no ambrosia this morning. Let's sip some ambrosia together. What a good feeling. And speaking of that, family, I got those bottles for those that want some. Y'all need to get with a brother and let me know. Also, make sure you come on over and join us at Gye.Media. Go on, click on the try button over here and sign up. Let's go. We got our own social media network. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be doing a lot of stuff up out of here. And just for those people that's on that, let me see. I need to send out some stuff to one of the elders real quick. Let them know. And but anyway, and so like I said, if nobody coming through, what I'm gonna do is I got some videos I have to cut up, get some stuff down for the day as well. So I want to thank y'all for taking the time and tuning in. Those of you that didn't, those of you that came later, you know, like I said, be looking at the timeline, because when I post up, I'm imagining that the stuff come up immediately, so you know that in a sense you might be behind, but you still could join the conversation, because we always are open up for conversation, because this is your show. And some of y'all, I'm trying to get y'all to get your show, right? So this is Brother Hatim. I'm going to say thank you for joining us, and I am out.
What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.
But the most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now in the civilization of the Greek. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey. The woman who draws, who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the golden fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero.
One of the most frequent questions that I get is, where are the children, and why you call yourselves the children of the sun?
I am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I am a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times I must demonstrate excellence because I am a